Hi guys, it's Crystal, speech therapist at Monte Vista. Today I'm going to be going over the communication aid for lunch and breakfast, meals, any meals. So this guy is used with me and staff during meal times, and what we kind of do is we will engage them with some vocabulary that they're already doing. We kind of will entice them with taste. Can you taste? Do a taste for me. Taste first. Let's try it. Then we get to kind of describe how that feels. So if Johnny's eating an apple, we can ask, is that yummy or yucky? So we know it's yummy because they're eating and continuing to eat that apple. So then we encourage them by saying, yes, it's yummy. Is that apple yummy? Yes, that apple is yummy. So some of my students will imitate that speech. Some of them will just be looking. And those are both great skills. So by them looking at the vocabulary through picture and also hearing it and pairing those two, that serves as the language basis that we need for this AAC system. But we're always saying yummy and yucky. So if somebody is protesting something, no, it's yucky. No, thank you. It's yucky. We also have the all done. We have these blanks here because obviously we don't have the ability to have all the different vocabularies of all their food items here, but most of our students will use this blank just fine. So for example, if they have let me see, a corn dog, and the corn dog's not here. So what do you want, Johnny? And we say, I want, even if I start this off for them, I'll point here, and then usually Johnny will start, I want, and they don't find it. I give it to them. I go here and say corn dog. I want corn dog. So they'll end up using it here for chips and burger and more orange for all of these pictures that aren't here. If your student is nonverbal or minimally verbal, this is a great opportunity to expand that phrase there, which they're already familiar with. And also to encourage the yes and the no's here. So yes, you want more? Go ahead and have them do a yes. Some of our students don't do our nod or our head shake for a no, and that to me is a very big functional communication as well. So we'll go ahead and talk about that another time, but for here we can always have them open milk. What do you want? I want open milk. Do you want more milk? So if you notice that I'm adding more to the sentence, I want more milk. So that's giving us some more words there, making that sentence a little bit longer, also encouraging more different phrases. And then always say yes or no. You can even hold something up like, let me grab this. Is this a cup? Yes, it's a cup. Is this milk? No, it's not milk. So these are all different ways that I incorporate this during meals. Sometimes I just throw it out onto the table, and some of my kids will reach to it and start pointing out pizza. Okay, when they do that, I honor it. I'm like, oh, you want pizza? Oh, you want pizza? Here's pizza. And I kind of withhold some of their food to get more trials and more trials and more trials. Always, if your child is not pointing this out, see if they can tolerate the hand over hand to get them to point it to you. This is just really great use of communication to get your student familiar with it in the home setting. They're pretty familiar with it at school. And I think that this would be a great use during meal times and just kind of open up the opportunities, be a little bit flexible. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. If you're, meal's kind of a busy time, don't feel stressed over it. just if you want to just bring this up and not really have our student participate fully just because you don't have time or hands to do hand over hand, you just give it to him and you say, oh, you're pointing at pizza, or you're kind of fussing, so I know that you want more pizza. You just point it out to them. You want more pizza? Okay, here's more pizza, and give it to them that way. I know that like the hand over hand is kind of a busy time during meals, like I know, so don't put a lot of pressure on it. Give it to them, match that verbal with the picture, and that's good enough in that moment. But that's just my way of doing vocabulary and language during meals, and the yummy and yucky is always great. So multiple opportunities and less pressure by you just providing receptively and by pointing yourself is a great tip to use whenever you can't manage a lot of things at once. Okay, so that's the meal communication aid, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.